My people, some good northerners is calling Donald Trump to immediately come because the terrorists in the north have another plan. Even the pastor that exposed this thing that is happening in Nigeria don't see come aside. They tell the United Nations that these terrorists are now buying people fast in order way for them to achieve their goal before Donald Trump will come. A lot of people have called Donald Trump to immediately switch action before things get out of hand. Why the terrorist groups in the government are condemning it, fighting hard, so that Donald Trump will not step in foot in Nigeria. My people, don't read though. As it start right now, one Nigerian military where they serve, Nigerian man where they serve for inside US military, say even though Donald Trump forget, he go remember him, say make him come quickly. Some people don't send warning, go give Tinubu, tell and say Donald Trump is not playing. All these things are coming from the north. Now I'm going to play the video. May you watch before we come back and continue. Stay tuned.
The terrorists had what Trump has said. And they are doing their best to kill as more people before the arrival of US soldiers. So I'm making this video to tell the whole world, please pray for us. Christian, your prayers is more than AK-47. It's more than rocket launcher. It would destroy and destabilize evil networking in the dark world. And that is what I'm doing right here in the office this night.
In fact, in 2014, Nigerian opposition party, then the APC, were in the White House seeking for the same help on the same Christian genocide as a fallout of the Chibok girls. This is established. The second thing again is that even most recently, we acquired $346 million worth of weaponry from the US, and we are trying to send our military personnel to go and train as a factor of diplomatic relationship between Nigeria and the US. And US has been consistently, in addition to other partners, listed as supporting countries to help us in eradication of terrorism. And don't forget, it is a United Nations Convention on Counterterrorism that empowers the United States to become the global front or focal point in fighting against terrorism. And wherever a word terrorism was defined in a given area, that means US have right to protect. They call it a responsibility to protect R2P. They have right to invoke that R2P to get into that country and destroy that terrorism. Yeah. So what we should show in our own case in Nigeria is that we should show commitment and willingness to partner to eliminate the threat of terrorism, not completely condemn a hand that is coming to help us and then put a motion forward. We can negotiate with them. We can tell them, give us the weapons responsibly. We can discuss with them and acknowledge that this genocide is taking place. Yes, they say Christian genocide. Now we can justify to them that, look, it's not only genocide, it's not only Christians, Muslims also are affected.
But do you agree with the categorization that it's a genocide?
I actually, when I look at the damages, when you look at the total number of the people that have been killed over time in Nigeria, and they are killed defenseless in villages, sleeping in their homes, then what can you call this, for God's sake?
You think there's a genocide?
I think it's actually pure genocide, because you just come and kill people, just like that. And this thing has been happening. Several villages in Katsina destroyed, several villages in Sokoto gone, several villages in Zamfara every day.
Let's say it as it is. And the government should really, I don't like saying this on the TV too, but do you know why? That's the only way I can vent out.
It's important that you say these.
Yeah, because I don't have chance to see the president. You understand? The only time maybe you want to see the president is to run where he's going to, have any event. And maybe if the president sees you, you say, oh, Ndume, this is how they run the government. And I'm telling you, they don't have people in there. They don't have people. You know why I said they don't have any people? If you, Charles, go in anywhere now, out of 10 people, 5 or 6 or 7 will say, this is Charles from Arise TV. But you have people, I said before, they said Ndume is being abusive. It's true that we have, the government is dominated by kakistocrats. I want to repeat that again. And then kleptocrats, all they are concerned about, if you want to see the president, they will ask you how much.
That is, if that is true, then that is.
Do you think I'll come here and lie?
No, I'm just saying that's a shame. That is a disgusting,
and people
appalling
want to.
shame.
Now, if I say, I wrote to them, I asked them, I want to see the president to discuss some national issues. Then they will be playing games and as if you are going to heaven. No.
But I mean, in your considered assessment, how likely is it that Donald Trump is going to do what he's saying? I mean,
no, he's going to change his mind.
Because I mean, you know, is it all rhetoric rather than?
No, it's not rhetoric. Don't take America for granted. Don't. Look, Charles, the whole world was against Israel. It's only America that was behind Israel, and they won. They brought down Gaza, did sorts of, you know, inhuman treatments. But yet, because America is behind it, they had to wait for Trump to finish addressing the Israelites and went to Egypt to sign the ceasefire agreement. America is not a joke. Anybody that is telling you here, talking from Prime TV, is this your prime time, coming to prime time to split nonsense, it's not even hard in America, you know that. Because if you have to watch this program in America, you have to pay for it. It's on the cable, isn't it? It's not like
it's a subscription.
It's a subscription viewing. It's not like our own that you switch your TV. But even our own, I don't know whether you are on this. You have
no, but to be fair, we do have an audience, not as big as in Nigeria, obviously, but a growing audience in America. But to support what you're saying, Senator, there are Nigerians serving in the U.S. military who have said that the Nigerian government should take very seriously indeed President Trump's warning. That President Tinubu should either rein in Islamist militant groups like Boko Haram, ISWAP, etc., or risk U.S. military action. They say, these are their words, we are in the U.S. Army and we can feel the heated pulse there. There is no cautious, deliberative approach under the U.S. administration, and this is a government that prefers to shoot first and ask questions later when it comes to perceived global threats. And the former the former U.S. Army captain, Captain Bish Johnson, also emphasized that point because he was in the U.S. Army, so he kind of understands their mentality. He says they are aggressive and unrestrained. Just look at what they're doing in Iran, Venezuela, Colombia, with a show of force. How do you think, Senator, the Nigerian government should now engage with the Americans?
No, Nigerian government have all opportunities. Number one is in the American democratic setup, you know, they are what they call the lobbyists. These are people that have contacts with high levels. These are people that can talk to Donald Trump and he will listen. Donald Trump is surrounded by some influential people that they think are like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and all those guys are people that can. And even our president with the right buttons and with these characters, leadership that I told you they were blessed with, the former Commonwealth Secretary General. He's respected all over the world.
He is.
Kingibe is a known, you know, he has this guy, even in the military sector, General Gusau is an intelligence man that has a lot of contacts worldwide. Babangida himself, and we have so many people in Nigeria that can come in, but these are guys that cannot and will not ask for appointment with Mr. President to see Mr. President. Mr. President, for example, should have called...
Should go and seek them out.
Yes, not only seek them out, but no, he can call them in. Like he can call an emergency, what do you call it? State council meeting. You know, where all our elders will come, and then you can pick volunteers, and he has a big aircraft. He can send them out to go and explain these positions, convince. One good thing about an American, including Donald Trump, they have only had one side now, and they have seen it. But if you give them the other side of the information truthfully, facts, figures, and truth, they will accept it because truth is like that. No matter how you...
And presumably they are reasonable people.
They are. Actually, they are. In fact, I was saying that instead of crying out of labeling us as CPC, that is countries of particular concern, we should ask America to brand us as CSP, country of special concern, so that they give us what is needed in order to finish with this criminality and all that is.
In say U.S. Army na security boy. Tanaka. I say, if Donald Trump forget this matter, I no go forget this matter. Oh. If Donald Trump go forget, say 2 days don't pass, now me go remind am be this. I feel lie. I feel lie for Tinubu here. Say Tinubu talk say we no get sense. I feel do that one too. And me my power more Nigerian government. My power more. She be that say that they mad. That they chop people money. Now they say it's sweet. Now they say it's sweet. And now they chop people money up and down. Now they chop Nigerians money. Now they say it's sweet. It's sweet, Abi. You go see bitter. You go see bitter for their mouth. People they suffer. Youth they suffer. Now they say it's sweet. All this go and do go. They go to say now them be this thing. And they go back with Sam Larry. I bet you everyone Sam Larry see me. Agba Sam Larry will carry you. Me I no be Mobadu. Now best way no get power. Then they bully you. Ọmọ ìyá mi ẹ mọ̀kọ́ tẹ́ ń ṣe o kẹ́tó máa tutukutu ẹ mẹ́yà know wetin dem dey talk o mẹ́yà know wetin dem dey do o mẹ́yà know wetin dem dey do someone say ẹnu pọ̀ that's if na no know wetin dey happen these things no be cruise o. It's not a cruise.
But you're in the Armed Services Committee. Would you support U.S. troops going into Nigeria?
You bet I would. 62,000 Christians killed in Nigeria, 100,000 killed in Africa, 18,000 churches burned. Now, there's a lot of evidence there, and that's probably an underestimate, John, but we cannot allow this to happen to people that can't defend themselves. It's just absolutely insane. If we need to get involved in something like this, President Trump could end that in a heartbeat. This wouldn't be like going into Russia or China or North Korea or Iran. This would be going and helping innocent people that would be able to take back over their country. It's a shame something like this happened, but we can't overlook it. We can't underestimate it.
That's coming out from the General Security Appraisal Committee meeting. Though this is a very special one, it's something we do periodically, but this was specifically convened because of the current development where Nigeria is being accused of persecuting Christians. But I want to make it categorically clear here, there are no Christians being persecuted in Nigeria. We are facing insecurity, especially terrorism, and it's something that's been affecting Nigeria for quite some time now. But as a group, talking about security heads, we've been doing our very best to checkmate this act of terrorism within the space of Nigeria. And you will recall recently, that's just last week, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, recalibrated the security architecture by bringing on board officers of proven integrity who are seasoned in asymmetric warfare to add impetus to our operations. I want to assure Nigerians going forward that we're going to add more to what we're doing, add more impetus to our operations, and ensure that we checkmate this act of terrorism within Nigeria. And you know very well that terrorism is a global issue, it's a global problem. There are several countries that are challenged in that respect. And it calls for collective effort. So if we have countries out there who are ready to support Nigeria, we are ready to have them on board to help us checkmate the act of terrorism within the space of Nigeria. So We welcome everybody to support us. That's my message. Thank you.
It's very shaming. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm surprised that Yorubas are the biggest problem of Nigeria. Yoruba are the biggest problem of Nigeria. Could you imagine? No Christian has been persecuted in Nigeria. So before you become this your chief of staff you are today, you are not seeing news of what is happening. My prayer is Nigeria will happen to all of you that is saying line on the camera and television. Nigeria will happen for you people. It will happen to your family. It will happen to your children. Nigeria will happen to your loved one. That is my prayer for you. Since you see truth and turn it upside down, Nigeria will happen to you. That is my prayer for you in Jesus' name. Nigeria will happen to you.